Beautiful beings, welcome to the updated supplement video. Yes. In front of me, I have most, because my cabinet is chock full, but most of the supplements and herbs that I use on a daily, if not weekly basis to support my health and optimum vitality. Today we're going to go through each of them. I'm going to try to keep it as concise as possible because I could honestly go on an essay-long rant for each one of these products, but we're gonna spare you some of the nitty-gritty and just give you the basis of why I use most of these products to support me. There are going to be links below for every single one of these products if you're interested in purchasing them for yourself. And the links below are affiliate links. So when you click and you purchase, it's your way of saying thank you for the content that I make here on Earth Mama Medicine, because I will get a very small percentage of your purchase. So I thank you in advance, and let's get started. Okay, we're gonna start off with some Earth Mama Medicine veterans. If you've been following and watching from this channel for a few years, you've seen me rant and rave about body health supplements because I have been a supporter and believer for a while. Products that I use, because they have a lot of products, but the products that are my staples are their Perfect Amino XP powder, the Perfect Calm magnesium powder, their Intestinal Cleanse, and then their Complete Multi with liver support. The reason why I love the Perfect Amino so much is because this is a bioavailable, absorbable way of getting your amino acids. So Perfect Amino contains the 8 essential amino acids that the body needs to support and maintain its muscular, skeletal, enzymatic, and hormonal systems, which can be damaged with stress, age, and physical exertion, which we're all experiencing. And what I love about it is I can feel the effects of it, especially after a workout, or even better, before a workout. Amino acids can really fuel the exertion that you're getting ready to do. So the reason why these amino acids are considered essential is because our bodies cannot make them, so we have to get them from external sources like food or supplements. And what I like about Perfect Amino XP is, unlike any other amino acid supplement I've seen out there, they have a special amino acid utilization formula that helps 99% of these amino acids get used by the body's protein synthesis. And they have a cool little graph here on the back of the bottle that shows you not even meat and eggs and poultry and fish show the same amount of absorption as taking these supplements can give you. So I used to really talk about using this product if you were vegan, and I was using it religiously when I was vegan because it's not as easy to get your amino acids when you are not eating animal products. But even now that I've integrated animal products back into my life and diet, I'm still taking Perfect Amino to ensure that my workouts I'm doing 3 days a week and any other physical exertion and stress and aging is supported by the 8 essential amino acids. So the next product that I like from Body Health is their Perfect Calm. Now, in a second, I'm going to tell you about the most absorbable, bioavailable form of magnesium out there, and that actually comes from a different product from a different company. But I like this Perfect Calm because the magnesium carbonate works really nicely just for relaxation. And so I like it because it's like a little citrusy powder that I put into warm water because it absorbs better in hot water. And then it's like a little sweet orange tea that I have before I go to bed. And it's calming, like they say. It's calming, it's relaxing, and it kind of turns into a little ritual in itself. And so it's something that I can enjoy every evening if that's what you're looking for. Something to help mitigate your stress in the evening. And it does show differences in how well I sleep. Today's video is sponsored by Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of classes for creators. It's curated specifically for learning, so there are no ads on the platform and they're constantly adding new classes to keep you creatively flowing. There are seriously classes and lessons for every type of person out there, whether you're a creator or a gardener or a photographer. I promise you Skillshare has something that you can benefit from. I'm currently learning about self-care from Jonathan Van Ness, which is one of my favorite people in the world because I love queer Queer Eye, if you've seen it on Netflix. I love the way that he teaches and expresses himself. His course is called The Ultimate Self-Care Playbook, Discover and Nurture Your Centered Self. It is such a great one. And in his course, I've learned some wonderful tips on self-care, whether that's skincare, movement, and the importance of forgiveness with ourselves at all times. In the past, I've used Skillshare to help me hone my YouTube skills, to help me learn more about my cameras and how to take more beautiful pictures for Instagram and other things. And it is a wonderful platform if you're a creator out there or someone who just wants to get more into your creativity in general. Skillshare offers membership with meaning. So when you're in the platform, you're there, you're connecting with other creatives. It's really a beautiful place for encouragement and communication and inspiration. So the first 1,000 of my subscribers to click the link below in the description will get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare so that you can start exploring your creativity today. Enjoy! Intestinal Cleanse. So definitely not an everyday supplement, not even an every week supplement. This is just a supplement that I would take if I was going to go into cleanse mode. In the wellness industry right now, cleansing is used so often, and detoxing and cleansing and clearing and cleansing. It seems like something that some wellness influencers are promoting to do all the time. I would say cleanse like once a year if you're gonna do a big detox cleanse for your body. That's enough. And then I also will talk to you about parasite cleansing in a little bit because that can kind of go hand in hand. But in the supplement, it's straight herbs that are going to help your body and your digestive system particularly cleanse out whatever needs to be cleansed out, whatever may be backed up if you've been eating a lot of fast food. So this is something that's really nice after the holidays, more like a New Year, New Me type of thing after we go through Halloween and Thanksgiving and Christmas. And then maybe January you can pick up a bottle of Intestinal Cleanse and just kind of clear it all out if that's something that you feel called to do. I actually haven't done this in a while because I've been breastfeeding I've been pregnant and breastfeeding for like 2 years now. So I'll probably jump back into it at some point next year when my breastfeeding journey is over. And last but not least, from Body Health, we have their Complete Multi. I tell my clients and anyone that I talk to and this channel that if you're someone who prefers a multivitamin, you get overwhelmed by all the different supplements and you really just want to take like one thing a day, then you can go with their Complete Multi, because what sets them apart from a regular multivitamin is, again, the absorbability. And that's why I love Body Health, is they're not just making vitamins and supplements so that you can just buy and they can make money. They put emphasis on absorption because there's so much money wasted in supplements these days because your body is not actually absorbing any of it. You're just peeing it right out. So this is chock full of enzymes that help with absorption and also liver supporting ingredients, which is key. That's why it's called Complete Multi plus Liver Detox Support, because it's got a ton of herbs in here like milk thistle and enzymes that help with your body's absorption and your liver's ability to cleanse out what it doesn't need so that your body can keep what it does need. Let's move forward with another brand. Who's this? Earth Mama Medicine. I have never heard of this amazing brand. Last supplement video, I don't think I talked about my products at all, but now with the rollout of more tinctures and even more coming out at the end of this year, 2021, I decided to include them in today's video. So we have the Herbal Reset Tea, and the Herbal Reset Tea is a gentle detoxing tea. It's nothing harsh like some of those skinny teas out there on the market that are meant to make you lose water weight by dehydrating you. I took out some of the harsh products, so now I can confidently call it a gentle detox tea. This is a tea that you can drink once in the morning, once in the evening to keep yourself feeling cleansed, feeling even. It's going to support your digestive system, support your liver, and it tastes great. It's got this bitterness, sweetness, spiciness. I find that it's a perfect flavor profile, and the most reviews I get from Herbal Reset Tea are how great it tastes. So if you're looking for something that's a tea, that's the only tea I have here, the only tea that I really drink the most is my Herbal Reset Tea. And then Yoni Steaming Blend. Some people might not call Yoni Steaming a supplement, but the herbs in it are meant to support the female reproductive system. So you can drink it as a tea if you really want to, because it's got red raspberry leaf, rosemary, calendula. All of these herbs are safe to ingest. But I really recommend you looking up Yoni steaming on my channel. Just type in Earth Mama Medicine Yoni steaming and you'll see several videos where I discuss how to do it, why you should do it, and tons of other benefits to Yoni steaming. I mean, prolapse, postpartum, birth support, labor support, yeast infections, bacterial vaginosis, PCOS, endometriosis, cramps, PMS. It is a very powerful, potent practice, and not only physically, but spiritually, energetically, to process sexual trauma, any sort of trauma or negative energy you have in the womb energy. This is an ancestral practice. I promise you, your ancestors were Yoni steaming, whether it was for labor preparation or postpartum healing or just supporting their Yoni in general. It's a great practice, so I just wanted to mention it today. And I have 3 tinctures out now. I don't have the other one because I used it all and I'm sold out. I'm waiting. I'm waiting on my batch to be done. We have the tried and true here. This is Balance Back. Balance Back. Check out the website. Let the reviews speak for themselves. I have hundreds of reviews from people, women especially, who have used Balance Back to heal themselves with infections. The active ingredient is Pau d'Arco bark, and Pau d'Arco is a powerful antifungal bark. It's also antibacterial, it's anti-inflammatory, so it really helps for so many things because, as you know, the origination of most illnesses and ailments is inflammation in the body. So Pau d'Arco has been known mostly to help with things like infections and candida, fungal overgrowth, which over 80% of the population is dealing with fungal overgrowth these days because we eat so much sugar and processed foods, and that bad bacteria loves it. And our modern diet is not the same way as our ancestors used to eat, which was very little sweets, I mean barely any sweets, and lots of bitter foods, which helps feed the bacteria that's gonna fight that candida overgrowth. So when you take Balance Back, it's going to help you with your yeast infections, your bacterial vaginosis, any sort of fungal overgrowth like your tongue that you can see if it's too white, or if you're having acne. I've had great reviews on people that have had acne if it stemmed from any fungus problems. Toenail fungus, I had a client who had been on 3 rounds of antibiotics for a infection in her nipple piercing, and it just wouldn't go away, and then she tried Balance Back and it went away. I mean, I love reviews like that something as powerful as a Western antibiotic couldn't even hold up to my little old Pau d'Arco tincture here, Balance Back. So it's something that even if you don't need it now, I recommend having it just in your medicine cabinet because you never know when you might need it. And then my latest product here is Heart Healer. This is a motherwort tincture. And the beautiful thing about the first round of this tincture is I grew the motherwort here in my garden. But motherwort is an herb that has an affinity for the heart, physically and energetically, and that's the reason why I called it Heart Healer. It's been known to be used for heart palpitations and any heart issues that people have that is described as heart rhythm issues, which also stems into like anxiety, you know, when you have rapid heartbeat. And then also energetically, it's been known to help with heartbreak and times that are really hard on the heart. It's a wonderful herb for postpartum healing because you're kind of dealing with everything all at once, you know, anxiety and your heart is just so expanded yet so closed. There's so much going on for you. So I highly recommend Heart Healer as something to also have in the medicine cabinet. And the third tincture that I don't have here with me today because I used all of it is called Spirit Soother, and that is an oat straw tincture. And oat straw has an affinity for helping with the spirit. That's why I called it Spirit Soother. It's a great anti-anxiety herb. If you find that you are that person who's really strung out, oat straw is for you. If you're the person that can drink 3 cups of coffee a day and you still feel like you just can't get that urge to just get out of the slump, oat straw is for you. Spirit Soother is for you. I've had great reviews and feedback so far that Spirit Soother has helped people during their panic attacks or any of their highly anxious moments. So that's Earth Mama Medicine. I have 2 more tinctures coming out at the end of this year. And I'll give you a hint. One of them is going to be for cramps. Super excited for that one. And the other one is going to be for hormone healing. So keep a lookout. Below, you'll be able to sign up for my email list, because as soon as I stock these products in, my email list snatches them up fast because they're the first ones to know about it. And I usually have a small amount because I source my herbs in small batches to keep everything fresh. So sign up for the email list so you'll be the first on the list to know about new products, and you can get some for yourself. So speaking of multivitamins, if you're someone who prefers to get your multivitamin from a whole food source and you'd much rather get something that's a bit more simple than the complete multi from Body Health, I recommend taking liver capsules. Yes, this is dried beef liver, grass-fed beef liver that's been encapsulated for you to take about 6 pills a day. And the wonderful thing about liver, it is one of the most nutritious foods on the planet. It's highly nutrient dense. You can get your vitamin A, vitamin B, your copper, and your folate. So yes, I did not include a prenatal in today's video. This is the prenatal, 100%. This is the prenatal I recommend. If I have another child, this will be the prenatal I will be taking, because this is absorbable by the human body, because it has already been, the vitamins have already been synthesized by the cow, and we're taking them. It's easy for our bodies to absorb and synthesize ourselves. If you are anemic, now this is not a medical claim, this has not been approved by the FDA, so listen to your healthcare provider, blah, 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 all the disclaimer, but a lot of times anemia is not an iron issue, it's a copper issue. Experiment with how beef liver capsules help you feel. And if you want to go as far as to eat beef liver, you can try that as well. Or chicken liver. I actually just uploaded a What I Eat video right before this one, where I showed how I integrate liver into my diet. This is a great bioavailable source of copper and folate for pregnant women and postpartum women that are healing. I have a friend now who's pregnant, and she says that she doesn't know how she would be able to make it right now without liver pills, because they're helping her with her energy, her mineral levels, so many other things. And I have a discount code for you below as well for you to get 10% off from Ancestral Supplements. They have a lot more than just beef liver if you're someone who is into the fall type of supplements. Dialing back into the magnesium like we were talking about here with Perfect Calm, this is a supplement called Electrolyte Balance from Live Pristine. Live Pristine is a company I really trust because they have the best water filter out there. I'm going to make a separate video. If you'd like, comment below if you'd like to hear about the type of water I drink and recommend drinking, because that's such a huge rabbit hole to jump down. Should it be the Berkey filter, fluoride free, alkaline? Does pH matter? Does minerals matter? Is distilled okay? Does it flush out your minerals? And should I be having Kangen water? You know, there's so many filters out there. There's so much information out there, and I've done years of research that's concluded that this Live Pristine filter that I have here in my home under my sink is like top notch, a level above everything that I could possibly think. But they also make a product called Electrolyte Balance. Let me tell you what sets them apart from other electrolyte products out there. This is magnesium bicarbonate with silica. It is the most absorbable. See, we're talking about absorption here. That's what's most important to me when it comes to supplements. Is your body going to absorb it? Is your money worth it? Are you spending money for something that your body is actually going to use? Because I have tried hundreds of supplements out there, and this is where I've arrived now at the end of 2021 after years of research and holistic nutrition school and herbalism training and all of the YouTube videos and studies and everything that I've learned from being vegan and not being vegan and this and that. Here's where we are, and who knows, maybe in a couple years I'll be making another supplement video with more supplements. But as you see, a lot of these are repeats from my last video, so I'm holding strong to most of the products that I've used. But I did change from the last magnesium supplement I was using because I learned that the last magnesium supplement I was using was not being absorbed fully by my body. But this one is, and I actually do feel the difference when I put this in my water every day. So this unique formula actually recreates the same optimum circumstances nature uses to properly prepare bicarbonate salts and silic acid. So this is sort of what spring water is doing for you, but we cannot trust most sources of spring water anymore because of acid rain and NPK fertilizers, and we know that our soil and so much of our public water sources are now tainted, unfortunately. It's so sad to say, and I would love to embrace my Mother Nature, Earth Mom Medicine, hippie love and be out there sourcing my water from a creek somewhere that has been deemed safe to drink, but there's so much that we don't know about in these natural sources. So we have to use things like filters and then add it back in and try to make it as familiar to our bodies as possible. And that's what Electrolyte Balance is doing here. Magnesium and calcium bicarbonate are complex hydrated salts that exist only in water under specific conditions. Powders and tablets are not in bicarbonate form, thus not bioavailable. And that's what I was telling you about, beautiful beings. Bioavailability. Silicic acid is the fully hydrated and oxygenated tetrahedron form of silica that occurs in water. For all mammals that drink fresh water, silicic acid is a dietary requirement. Silicon represents the third most abundant mineral in the human body, making up a total of 1 gram. So it's quite important for our bodies to have this. And so I invite you to try it out. There's going to be a link below, just like I said, for all these products, for you to see what it's like to get these real bioavailable salts, calciums, silicic acid in the body. And that really makes a difference in hydration. A lot of times we could be drinking water that's actually depleting our minerals, but this is going to replenish your minerals in a way that your body recognizes. And this is a pretty big container that I just use a teaspoon in my water every day, so it lasts me a really long time. And you can buy it in bulk to save you even more money. Okay, we're moving on over to Matt Blackburn's products called Mido Life is the brand. Matt Blackburn is someone that I learned of online who actually put me on to the brand Live Pristine that helps me with my water and my hydration now. But he just started his own supplement brand, I think a couple years ago, called Mido Life. He himself is an experimental biological researcher and has done years of extensive research into food and supplements. I actually learned of body health through him as well, because his big principle is your body going to absorb it or not? And so he decided to make his own supplement line with some of the products he felt were lacking in integrity in other supplement brands. So he's got very unique products like Panacea. This is a Shilajit tablet supplement. Shilajit is a whole food supplement that has been revered in Ayurvedic medicine as a health panacea for thousands of years. It's rich in humic acids, fulvic acids, and trace minerals. Trace minerals are important for the body to operate in optimum fashion. And so this is a wonderful way to mineralize your body that comes from the earth. I find when I take Shilajit, I always call it like superpower tablets. I feel this surge in vitality, energy, power. I actually love to take it before a workout as well, or after workout if I'm feeling like I could just sleep for the rest of the day. Shilajit will like power me right back up. And then another product he has here is the Mido Life Dissolv-It-All. I'm gonna link a video below from him so that you can hear him describe this product in a much better way than I'm gonna describe it. But Dissolv-It-All is digestive enzymes. When taken first thing in the morning, they do circulate in the body for up to 12 hours and they help you break down proteins essentially. And so when our body, especially when you're eating animal products, has a hard time breaking down certain proteins, it can cause issues. And this is something that can really work for you, especially if you're eating foods that do not serve you, like fast food, or you find that you have to eat certain foods that you wouldn't really recommend for optimum health, but you need help digesting them. Dissolv-It-All is for you. And then lastly, he has a bunch of products, but the ones I have from him, this one is the vitamin E. Vitamin E is your body's first line of defense against unsaturated fats. And unsaturated fats are highly present in vegetable oils, and vegetable oils are a huge part of the modern American diet today. I highly recommend staying away from vegetable oils. I'm gonna make a separate video about that. But if you find that you just can't sometimes, especially when you're going out to eat or you're going to someone's house and they use vegetable oils like canola oil, corn oil, sunflower oil, safflower oil, things like that, the supplement can help you. All right, we're moving on over to a favorite here. This is second to last company that we're going to talk about today, and that's NULEAF. You know what? NULEAF is probably the first supplement that was ever featured on Earth Mom Medicine. And I am so happy to hear that I have not learned of any reason to not continue to use NULEAF in my body, in my home, with my family, and even my pets. NULEAF makes cannabinoid products. They are in the cannabinoid wellness industry. So we're talking CBD. CBD is how they started out. And if you saw my video years ago when Matt and I were living in the van, it was like, I think it's called All About CBD or What You Need to Know. I interviewed the CEO and founder of this company, Bo. Bo, if you're watching, shout out to you. I hope you're doing well. But he's living in Colorado where they're growing these plants organically. He gave us a little tour. We got to see the ins and outs of behind the scenes. This is a company that I trust, my family trusts. We go way back, and they have grown so much over the years to now have a beautiful profile of all sorts of cannabinoids. And that's beautiful because unlike a full spectrum CBD blend, you can isolate these cannabinoids and take certain ones depending on what you need. So for example, I was taking the CBG oil religiously, which helps with pain. I was taking it while I was getting these tattoos done and afterwards, and they helped so much because these tattoos each took like 4.5, 5 hours, and I was like, oh, by the end of it. And so CBG is great for pain. CBN here has an affinity for helping with sleep. They have all their supplements in oil form or in capsule form if you prefer not to have the oil in your mouth. I find the oil works quicker because you just put a dropper under the tongue, let it soak for a little bit, and you're good to go. But it just depends on what you prefer. And so yes, CBN is great for sleep. I should also mention that CBG here, the gold one, does also help with bacterial growth. So that's wonderful if you're having any bacterial issues. CBC here, this is the red one, has been known to inhibit cancer cell growth. It's also been known to help with bone health, and it also mildly helps with pain. The number one helper here for pain that I would recommend would be the Delta 8 THC. You've probably heard of it already because Delta 8 is sweeping the market, especially for those of us here in illegal states for cannabis, because Delta 8 will also give you a little bit of a high feeling because this is a THC cannabinoid. But it's legal in all 50 states. Aren't we in such a, isn't this the weirdest thing? It's like, come on, we're one molecule off from Delta 9, which is the illegal THC all around the United States. Yet Delta 8 is commercially legal all over the place. We see it in all the smoke shops and gas stations now, and it does get you a little high. It's just, if you ask me, I say legalize and release everybody from jail who has been put behind bars for having a little joint on them in 1985. It's ridiculous. But Delta 8 can be fun because yes, you will feel something, but it's legal, so you're okay. And this is #1 pain reliever right here. And then of course they do have their regular full spectrum here if you're just prefer to take one form of CBD and kind of get all of your sleep aid, pain relief, anti-inflammatory all in one CBD product instead of isolating them, then you can go ahead and just get their CBD. I have 20% off for you, not just 10 like most of these other products. 20% off using my code EarthMama, and the link will be below for you like all the rest of them. All right, we have reached the almost end of this video. Thank you for sticking with me while I nerd out on all of this stuff, okay? This is another veteran of the Earth Mama Medicine family, and that's Organic Olivia. Olivia, dear sister, if you're watching, and Nick, if you're watching, or anyone in the Organic Olivia family, shout out to you. You see how much I love this company, right? I think I have more Organic Olivia than I do any other brand that I love and support because I am an herbalist, and so is my dear sister Olivia. She is a clinical herbalist who highly knows her stuff. I mean, she is a whiz at herbs and how to diagnose someone and use herbs to heal them inside and out. And so she's formulated every single one of these products with her knowledge and her heart and her soul, and she uses them herself. They've grown so much over the years. Her reviews, I mean, go to the website and look at the reviews. The reviews are out of the park. Just every single one of them has rants and raves for how much they've changed people's lives. And there are no nasties in it. It's organic, it's responsibly sourced, and it's herbs, it's plants. This stuff is ancestral. This is stuff that your grandparents were using, okay? So let's quickly go through them. I have here the stuff that I use the most, and then this is the stuff I use whenever I'm feeling an imbalance or I'm feeling sick. And if I'm ever feeling like I'm gonna get a cold, I have a little scratch in my throat, always reach for my organic Olivia. If not, the balance pack that I make myself on my shop. Quickly, if I'm sick, I'll go for the Microbiome Guard. This is an herbal tincture that helps maintain a healthy microbiome and supports respiratory health. Oh, I completely forgot about the respiratory tincture that I have on Earthlawn Medicine, by the way. That's called Respiratory Rescue. It's a mullein tincture, and it has wonderful reviews. Definitely check it out on the website, especially during the time we're currently in now. I won't say the word because YouTube will flag my video, but that special C word, yeah. So also, this is a little more gentle version of mine. Mine is a little bit more like if you're already dealing with that big thing or any other respiratory emergency, that tincture is going to help you get it out, because mullein will help you clear out what needs to be cleared out. But this one is thinking more long-term microbiome and lung health. And then here we've got Elderberry Immune Elixir. I'm almost out. I have to get some more. This is a super concentrated elderberry extract. It's a famous delicious remedy for fall and winter immunity. Elderberries are great for just upping your immunity in general. This is the Soothe Your Throat Spray. I've been using this one like crazy over the past couple of weeks, because when you transition into fall and you start to use the artificial heat in your home, the ragweed is blooming outside, I get really dry. And I'm drinking infusions like marshmallow root infusions to help me moisturize my body, and taking this electrolyte balance to also help with hydration. But the Soothe Your Throat is really nice because it's really just aloe, osha root, ginger root, licorice root, these really hydrating herbs that you can spray in the back of your throat, and that just helps whenever it gets itchy, like allergy season as well. And then they have the HerbalTussin syrup, which I actually haven't even opened this one yet, because some of the herbs in it are usually not as safe for breastfeeding as I would want. So I'm not taking it yet, and I haven't needed to, thankfully. But this is your cough syrup, ladies and gentlemen. I would highly recommend you get something like this before you go and get something off the counter that is like, you know, Robitussin, those scary ingredients that are not great for you or your family or your children. This is an herbal version, a cough syrup. Relax the hack, okay? Let's move into the good stuff. All right, here's the potent stuff. If you're looking for a parasite cleanse, look no further. Organic Olivia's ThyroPro sets apart from other parasite cleanses because this supports the detox function, it encourages immune function, it encourages gut health, which you need all of that to properly expel parasites. We've all got them at one point or another, especially if you're eating poor quality meats from the store, from fast food. You have pets in your home, you're dealing with pets, or you're a farmer or a homesteader like me, you eating raw meats like sushi, you have a very, very high chance of having parasites in your body. And a lot of times our bodies can expel parasites themselves and kill them. But like I was saying about the balance back and the bitters, the modern diet does not support healthy bacterial balance like it used to ancestrally back in the day, okay? We're eating a lot more sugar, a lot more dairy, a lot less bitter herbs and bitter foods that help keep us balanced. So I do recommend, like I was saying about cleansing, doing a parasite cleanse once a month. I mean, not once a month, once a year. I cannot wait to actually do another parasite cleanse because it's been, like I said, 2 years of pregnancy and then having a breastfeeding child. 2022 is my year to have my body to myself. We're gonna be done breastfeeding and I'm gonna go through, and maybe if you'd like, comment below if you want me to take you with me on my journey of doing a big cleanse, because I feel like that'd be a good video to do, right? Where I go through what it's like to fully cleanse the body out from all the unwelcome visitors Brain Juice. This is a blend of medicinal herbs designed to support healthy brain function, memory, and concentration. A wonderful supplement that I highly recommend. I got this from my mom because she's a supervisor in a hospital. She does so much work on the computer. She's constantly go, go, go. And this helps her sort of keep herself straight. If you're someone that sits in front of a desk all the time and you're constantly working, or you're a student, oh my goodness, you're a student and you're feeling brain fog and you're feeling like you just can't keep up sometimes, try and see if an herbal supplement like Brain Juice can help you. Another one of her liquid formulas is Natal Nourish Fertility Formula. Now this one's also just great for the womb in general, supporting healthy fertility and pregnancy, but also if you're not either one of those, looking to conceive or already pregnant, this can be great for just supporting your womb so that when you do have your cycle, your uterus is more toned and you can release what needs to be released more efficiently, which also Yoni steaming really helps with. It also helps, which Yoni steaming also helps with toning the uterus because they've got some of the same ingredients. You just have giving them to yourself in a different way, essentially. But pregnant women, this one's great for you, especially towards the end when you're getting past like 25, 30 weeks, and it's really important for you to start toning your uterus. Natal Nourish. Main Magic. Okay, this one's one of her highly featured ones on her website because Main Magic helps with increasing circulation to the scalp, which in turn helps with healthy hair and hair growth. Sometimes we focus on things like biotin and different vitamins to try and increase hair growth, and really it's about circulation. Traditional Chinese medicine, which Olivia loves and talks about a lot and gets a lot of her knowledge from, talks about the qi being gone in your scalp and your follicles needing blood for things to work right. That's another reason why Yoni steaming works so beautifully, is because it increases circulation to that pelvic region. When we increase blood to parts of the body or any organs that are feeling stagnant, it's like a complete reset, and that's what helps them work better. So if you're having any issues with hair loss, hair thinning, I highly recommend Main Magic. And if you don't believe me, because I haven't had any hair issues yet, read the reviews on our website. And we have Digestive Juice. This is what I was talking about, beautiful beings. This right here is your digestive bitters to help you from getting parasites or to help you from getting candida overgrowth or any gut imbalances. It doesn't taste good. It is a spray in the mouth bitters formula that help activate the digestive system, because the bitter flavors activate your digestive system because the taste buds send a message like, okay, we have this bitterness, let's send in all the juices that help digest the foods. So when we have all these comfort, the cheese flavors and the salties and the creamies and all of that, the digestive system takes a little bit more work to wake up to process all of that. So I like to spray 6 sprays of this in my mouth before every meal, or sometimes I'll take it afterwards if I forget, and that can help you digest any meal a lot more efficiently. Almost done. We are here at ZincPlus. This I could also add to the sick region, because I start taking this every single day if I feel like I'm gonna get a scratch, and it goes away in a second before I even am able to get sick, because this is my immune powerhouse here. Her description is a superior combination of zinc plus synergistic plant compounds that support a healthy immune system. And the theme of today has been bioavailability and absorption, right? So that's what sets her zinc apart, is the way that she's formulated it is going to help you absorb zinc. Zinc is a supplement that's really widely known out there, but most of the supplements out there aren't properly being absorbed. This also has wonderful reviews for skin health. If you're dealing with acne, pimples, or anything like that, this one, she's got a ton of reviews from people that have healed their acne using this zinc. But it's wonderful for the immune system. I don't have much evidence, but I also have heard that zinc is wonderful for male circulation, if you know what I mean, man. So test it out and let me know what you think. ThyroPro. ThyroPro is a blend of herbs and nutrients that support healthy metabolic function and energy. If you know anyone, or it's you, that might be dealing with metabolism issues or anything going on here in the thyroid, which helps secrete hormones that are helpful for you, ThyroPro is fabulous to help with hormone balance and with the thyroid in general. which a lot of times if you're feeling fatigue and you're going for energy drinks and coffee and this and that and this and that, it might be your thyroid out of balance. Try it out and see what happens. Adrenal Recovery, second to last, a blend of strengthening adaptogenic herbs for those who feel overworked or burnt out. Adaptogens are the body's big hug. Adaptogens help us with our adrenal responses. Your adrenal glands emit cortisol. They help with your stress response, and a lot of times when we're going for caffeine, it really stresses them out even worse. It makes us deal with stress in an even more weaker way. So something like Adrenal Recovery can help strengthen your stress response. That's the most simple way I can put it. If you feel like you're dealing with a lot of stress, and I think most of us are, right? After the past 2 years being locked up in our houses and family stressors and oh God, there's so much going on. Adrenal Recovery. Last, but certainly not least, probiotic. And this one is called not your average probiotic because it's a 3-in-1. It's a prebiotic, feeding the good bacteria, probiotic, and digestive enzyme. This I can say is a daily supplement. I take this one every single day before I go to sleep because I find that it helps me go to bed. Olivia has a whole thing on her Instagram, I think, about why she recommends taking this probiotic before you go to bed. But yeah, nourishing your microbiome, which can be the basis to all human health, is having proper gut health and proper bacterial balance. This is actually a new bottle because I had to grab it out of the cabinet because my bottle currently is upstairs by my bed, so I remember to take it before I go to sleep every night. But this is the only probiotic I recommend and have recommended for years, and I've tried many, but this one I feel is top-notch. Best probiotic on the market. Read her reviews, I promise you. I almost forgot to mention something new that I've been taking for the last couple months, and it's really wonderful. Ever since I've been getting more into yoga and Kundalini yoga, to be specific, I was put on to this awesome product from Pure Living called Chyawanprash. And this is an ancient Ayurvedic yogic breakfast nutritional powerhouse supplement. I'm sure if you grew up in India, or you have Indian parents, or you had a household that really lived by yogic principles or Ayurvedic principles, you probably remember growing up with your parents giving you this, or in some way you had contact with Chyawanprash. It's packed with nutrition. I mean, like, so much stuff. Amla fruit, long pepper fruit, red sandalwood, heartwood, Malabar tree leaf, ashwagandha, shatavari root, bacopa leaf, holy basil leaf. I mean, so much stuff. And then all of these beautiful powders and herbs are mixed in ghee and raw honey and cold pressed black sesame seed oil. You take 1 to 2 teaspoons a day. It helps increase circulation, increase respiratory function, boost energy, and support the digestive system. Every time I take it, I really do feel that, like, that power hit me, and I'm really ready for the day. So if you're interested in something like this, I recommend you try out the Chyawanprash from Pure Living. I have 20% off for you below in the description. Beautiful beings, we got through it. I need a drink of my tea. You just sat through a lot of information. Let's take a deep breath together. Out through the mouth. One more, in through the nose. Out through the mouth. Last one, in through the nose. Suck in a little bit more air. Out through the mouth with a big sigh. Whew. Okay. Thank you for sitting through all of this information. It was a lot to ingest. I hope it helped you. I hope you learned something today. Was your mind changed about anything? Did you learn anything new? Let me know in the comments. I would love to discuss it with you. I'd love to hear about how this video benefited you or served you in any way. I would love to hear if you're planning on ordering any one of these, or if you already have some of these because I've spoken about them before, and if so, have they served you? Let the people know below in the comments. That way, if anyone's on the fence about ordering something and they see your comment that really did serve you, they will feel brave enough to try it on their own. Again, All the links below are affiliate links, so I will get a tiny percentage, a couple of cents off of whatever you do purchase. And that just tells me that you are thankful for the content I make here on Earth Mama Medicine, and that's a wonderful way to support me. And I so appreciate you for sitting here and watching this. And if you enjoyed this or learned something, consider subscribing. If this is the first time you've seen me, oh, please consider subscribing, because I have a goal of reaching 500,000 by the end of this year, and I'm working on it. I'm working on it. We might not hit it, and that's okay. But I have so much content on this channel that you are bound to find something that serves you, whether that's my partner and I traveling together all over the United States in our van, or topics about herbs and foods, or parenting, or homesteading, or so much more. Consider hitting that subscribe button. I would be so thankful. You can follow me on Instagram at Earth Mama Medicine. I'm a lot more active there. I post there almost every day. Thank you. I'll see you in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.